What's up everyone, how are you? Today I want to do a DIY how to make a trestle farmhouse bench. So right now I have a 72 long trestle bench, and I made some cuts. I don't really remember what they are. I went ahead and cut the bottom part right here at 12 feet and a quarter and cut the ends off at a 45-degree angle. And a second piece that goes on top of it, this is at 9 feet and roughly about 9 feet. So once I connect it together, it would have this effect of the trestle look to it. So let's get started. What I'm gonna do is pretty much, I'm gonna go 12 feet inwards just so I can have an even set number on both sides. And this is how I do it. If you guys do it different, don't crucify me. I'm just doing it how I do it. And if you want to do it this way, it's an easy method, easy way of doing it, and I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. So I gave you the measurements for these. Now, what I want to do, I have this measurement right here at 10 feet. This is, if you get the lumber at the store, the measurements are never true. So it will say 12 feet, but when you measure the cost, it's actually going to say 11 and a half. It's always like a half inch shorter. So the reason why I place those lines, this is going to be the base for the leg sitting underneath the bench, or sitting on the bench, so I can build everything on it and attach it securely on the slab. So 10 feet here, and then the legs itself, I actually have 12 feet and a quarter. With all three measurements, with everything here, the leg, the part that's going on the slab, and the leg, it's all going to equal 19 inches. You can go a little bit longer, you can add a little bit more to it if you like. If you want to do it an even 20 with 1, 2, 3, this part right here, which is the legs, needs to be at 14 inches. But is it 14? Yeah, 14 inches. Yeah, to get, you can check the math. 14 inches, just to make it at 20. All right, just to kind of show you what I did, I went ahead and measured out 12 feet. And then I marked it all the way across. The reason being, when I attach this, I want to go more so on the outside, closer to the end with the lines, so I can have a marking on both sides and where to place the legs. All right, I'm not sure if I mentioned, everything for the legs are going to be 2x4s. So let me show you the build, okay? So what I like to do, and I'm sure everyone does it different, this is what I like to do. So this is just the easier, I think it's easier to me to do it this way. You can do it however you like, and if you're more experienced, well, you can teach me a thing or two. So the part that looks like this, I take that part off, and I want to set it like this. You want the gap here and the gap here. And I explained as we're going, you're gonna see why. I like to make sure everything is even, and that, you know, it's centered correctly.
All right, so I guess while I do the measurements, let's see who can answer this riddle. The more you take away, the more I become. What am I? Let me know in the comment.
Roughly about 1 1/4 on each side, but whatever you feel is centered for you, go ahead and do it that way. Grab some wood glue. Shebang. It's fine, just being silly. Just to make sure that it's on point. There you go. I like to eyeball it, but you can do whatever you like. Alright. So now I like to secure it with 2.5-inch nails and secure it down. I just feel 2.5 secures it and goes down a good distance down in depth. Go ahead and add a second one just to make sure it's nice and snug. That wasn't cool. Yeah, I tried. Okay. So now that's done. I want to get the part that's pretty much at 10 feet, at 10 inches. I don't know why I want to keep saying feet. Okay. Set that right on top of it. Make sure it is centered. And just make sure it's even on both sides, however, whatever it is for you guys, whatever cut you use. Do the same thing with the nails. Now if it shifts, just go ahead and adjust it and screw it down again. Screw it again. Beautiful. So that's in. Now I'm gonna do this the other leg like that as well. I'm gonna grab this part, the 10-inch, some glue. Sorry, 12.25. Put it on top. Make sure everything is centered. Boom. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Drill it down. Now, the 10-inch, we're gonna place that on top. A little glue. Oh, I'm so clumsy. You guys are making me nervous. No, I'm just fine. As you can see, I'm kind of goofy. It gets worse if you actually hang around me. I am extremely goofy. Alright, let's go ahead and secure it. Alright, so nothing's really attached, but what I did, I went ahead and placed the wood right against those dash marks that I placed earlier. Same thing applies here. So what I'm going to do now is grab my tape measure and I'm going to just call that 50 and a quarter. Let's call it 50 and a quarter, okay? So the cut that we just did, 50 and a quarter, we're gonna go ahead and place it. Should have a lip on the bottom if you centered it correctly. Right there on the bottom, just like that. Okay? Make sure it is centered. Grab the screw. Certainly this is bent. Let me grab another one. I like to put two in there just to make sure it's secured. If you put one on both ends, what's going to happen is it's going to twist. So if you put two in this, it'll secure it from moving. All right, do now, grab some glue, put it on the non-45-degree angle side, okay? A little zigzag action. So over here as well. Turn this bad boy over, line it up with the marks. There we go. Just making sure it's centered on both sides. Let's go ahead and secure it. So let's go ahead and connect the base. So what's going to happen is the edges, the creases, the corners, whatever the ends are supposed to match up here with here flushed. So let me show you. All right, so there you have it, a simple trestle base bench